25,000 men and women work for the UK Border Force. At home and abroad, their job is to seek out the lawbreakers and imposters who don't have a right to be. They are the UK Border Force. Tonight, the fraudsters trying to cheat their way out of Nigeria.
Do you know this person?
No.
This person is your cousin.
It's a risky business in Calais.
Hello, mate. Hey, hello.
And in London's West End, enforcement officers question a Mongolian chef.
You can't find any trace in your systems, you're not able to show me a passport. I find it all quite difficult to believe, yeah?
In the past 10 years, Glasgow has become a hotspot for migrants. A recent report found at least 70 different nationalities now living in the city. Not all of these newcomers are here legally. The UK Border Agency has enforcement teams who seek out immigration offenders and remove them from Britain. But their job is made harder by a racket in forged documentation worth millions, helping illegal immigrants to hide under false identities.
Hi there, can you open the door please? Just on the mic behind it. Hi there, it's immigration, can you open the door please?
Immigration officer Kerry McVeigh and her team are at the address of a man they believe has overstayed his visa by more than a year.
Sir, I can't see you standing there. Open the door now. We have a warrant to enter the premises, so if you don't open the door, we will force it.
The target today is a man named John Moses.
Hi there.
Thanks, immigration. If you just want to order me, please.
Have a chat with you, okay?
Is there anyone else on the premises?
Sorry?
Is anybody else living there? It's yourself, yeah?
Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is Olatunde.
Olatunde.
Olatunde Ishola.
And your date of birth?
26. 26 of...
26 of... What? What month? You're not giving me your date of birth? Can you sit down for me? Sit down.
No, I just want to tell you...
Who's that person?
That's
Mr.
my-
John Moses?
That's my uncle.
That's your uncle?
Yeah.
And where is your uncle at the moment?
She's not around. I mean, he's not around.
He's not around. Are you sure it's not you?
No, it's my uncle.
Alright, okay.
Are you going to give me a date of birth, Olatunde?
I don't know. No, I don't know because I don't.
Okay, have you got a
know
passport?
my house. Eh?
Passport?
Sorry?
Do you have your passport in this address?
I lost my passport.
You lost your passport. Have you got a photocopy? Any identification whatsoever?
Identification. I lost my passport.
Right, can you just listen to me just now, Olatunde, okay? I'm arresting you as a suspected immigration offender, okay? You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say will be noted and may be used in evidence at a later stage. You're now under arrest.
The target that we had, he was asked about, do you know that person? And he claimed it was his uncle and he's not here at the moment. And he couldn't provide any further details as to that. We didn't have a photograph of the actual target we were coming for, therefore we can't sort of positively or negatively say that it's him or not.
He claims to have no form of ID, something the enforcement team have heard many times before. A valid document will confirm if he's telling the truth or not.
Oh. Okay, we've now found a South African passport with the gentleman that we have arrested's photograph in it and the name Patrick Agbo, but I believe that that passport's not genuine. He's told us he's from Nigeria and his photograph is now in a South African passport, and now we have evidence that the gentleman we have arrested has been using the name Patrick Agbo. May not be his real name, but we know he's been using it.
Yes?
It's not my own.
That's not yours. I'll remind you that you're under arrest, okay? You're under caution, so anything you do say will be noted and maybe used in evidence, okay? So I'm going to ask you now, is this your passport?
It's not my passport.
It has your picture in it.
It's not me.
That is your picture.
It's not my picture. It's not my. That is not my passport. I'm not the one. It's like I'm not the one.
Can I just maybe point out that you do have a marking on your face, which is also present in this picture?
It's not me. It's not me. It's not me.
Right, you're making it worse for yourself, but we'll carry this on at the police station, okay? You're making it a lot worse. By sitting lying to me, you're making it worse. All right?
I'm not lying to you.
You are lying to me, okay?
Why I lie? I'm not lying to you.
You're telling me that's not your picture when I can see that it is. I know you don't come from South Africa, but you're in possession. You're in possession of a South African passport, and I need to know why you've got it. Okay? All right, that's fine.
A lot of people we encounter do have various identities. It's easier for them to get benefits or medical aid under another name.
I don't get benefit from you.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying a lot of people we encounter, once they exhaust one name and they're still trying to stay in the country illegally, they'll just try to adopt another name and start using that.
Okay.
The Nigerian man was sentenced to 4 months in prison for possession of a forged document. He was also listed as an overstayer after breaching the conditions in his visa that was issued in Lagos. During 2008, in Britain, over 10,000 arrests were made by enforcement teams. Coming up, UK Border Force goes to Nigeria and meets the officers who root out the forgeries.
These are readily available on the street. I don't believe that this is a genuine wedding certificate.
It's genuine document.
Genuine documents.
And London's immigration team grills staff at a West End
We do need
state.
an address. We need an address to release you to. So we have to know where you're living.
Lagos, Nigeria, is one of the biggest cities in Africa. By 2015, its population had reached 25 million. Poverty is rife, and for those looking for a way out, Britain is the gateway to a new life. The Home Office receives so many applications from Nigerians wanting to come to Britain that they have a team of officers in Lagos to police the process. Joe Doran is one of these officers. It's Wednesday morning and he's on his way to work.
We have an unusual route coming into work here. We have several routes to getting into work. I've decided to take the boat today, mainly because the traffic sometimes can take 10 minutes, sometimes it can take over an hour. This does beat the tube on the way to work in the morning. Lagos is a vibrant place. It's definitely got character and soul. It can be very dangerous at times, but as long as you abide by the security restrictions that are given to us, it's generally okay. My role is an entry clearance officer here at the British Deputy High Commission in Lagos, and I consider visa applications for Nigerian citizens who wish to travel and visit the UK or settle in the UK.
Officer Doran is based at the British Deputy High Commission.
Morning.
Around 10,000 fraudulent documents are submitted with applications every year. Forgeries are readily available on the streets of Lagos. Some are right on the doorstep of the High Commission. Officer Doran is just one of the 34 entry clearance officers who decide if an applicant is suitable to enter the UK.
This gentleman has been called in for interview today. As I was going through his documents, I noticed that his birth certificate, on the format of it, it contains spelling mistakes. His wedding certificate that he gave has been signed by a registrar whose documents we know have been abused. For example, here's a blank one, and these are readily available on the streets of Lagos, and that you can just fill the parts in yourself.
The man has also submitted a suspect copy of his sponsor's passport.
I mean, this photocopy of a passport, I mean, that is a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. That has been photocopied so many times that the details are no longer really clear. All right, if you can just call in this gentleman for me, please.
The man has submitted documents he maintains are genuine. Now Joe must decide if his story is credible.
Morning, sir. Just come and take a seat for me. The application form, did you complete it yourself?
Yes, sir.
And are all the details correct?
Yes, sir.
Why do you wish to go to the UK?
For family visits.
What's your relationship with your sponsor?
Cousin.
First cousin, second cousin?
First cousin.
How many children does he have? This is your cousin, you're going to be staying with him?
He's my cousin, but
Yeah.
I don't...
You do know, because you wrote it in the application form.
but I think it's two children now.
2 children?
Yeah.
Right, why did you write 1 child in your application form? That's what your
No, my
sponsor
cousin.
has got, yes.
No, I thought...
You forgot?
I think it's...
Okay. Are all these documents you've provided to me here, are they all genuine?
It's original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're saying that your wedding certificate
Yes.
is genuine?
It's genuine, yeah. It's original.
Your bank statement is genuine?
It's genuine.
The birth certificate of your child is genuine?
Yes.
What registry office was this registered at?
Eh?
Where did you register your child's birth?
I think it's Ikeja.
Akeja? Yeah, you sure?
Eh?
Are you sure?
Making mistake with this.
Do you know what registry office you were married at?
Eh?
Do you know what registry office you were married at?
Registrar office. The registrar office is Ikeja.
Okay, and where did you register your child's birth?
My birth file. I think it's Ikeja. Yeah.
Okay, you see this? I can obtain this from on the streets in Lagos. It's signed by exactly the same registrar that you are stating completed your marriage ceremony.
Yes.
Okay?
No, let me...
And that's a blank one that I can just fill in. Yeah? Grace Adolu? Grace Adolu. Okay? Okay, are you telling me the truth?
Sir?
Are you telling me the truth?
Yes.
You are.
The applicant is sticking to his story, but Joe is not convinced. UK immigration officers have been working in Calais since 2002. It's their job to protect the border by stopping the clandestines who hide in lorries who want to enter Britain illegally. It's 2 a.m. and the crew are halfway into their shift. Officer Dave Percival has been working at Calais for 3 years and has seen nearly every trick in the book.
As you can see on this vehicle, it's got a tilt cord that goes through all the loops on the wagon, and then it goes through the winder with a seal on the back, so that's quite a secure vehicle. So vehicles without those, you can just pull the curtain up or even just open the back door. So you do need to have a little bit of security. Like this one that's just come in now, it's got no tilt cord, so you can undo all of these and then just lift the curtain out.
They have the latest kit, heartbeat monitors and CO2 probes. But sometimes all you need is a torch.
No seal!
So you're automatically working on to
It is, isn't it? Check old eagle eyes out over here. Yeah, mate. Hello, mate. Hey, hello. Hey. Come on. This way. Here. This way.
They've found what's known as an
it's
axle
okay.
grabber.
Here.
at some point between the vehicle parking up and the vehicle coming through, someone's climbed onto the axle of the vehicle. So now our priority is to get him off and make sure that he's safe, because he looks like he's quite agile, so he might try and do a runner.
Stand up there for me. One person? One? Sure?
Where are you from? Vietnam? Yeah, it's very unusual to get Vietnamese hiding on the axle of a vehicle, which automatically for me thinks there must be someone else somewhere, so either in another vehicle or inside this one.
The vehicle is clear.
Come see ya.
Good news for the driver. Each clandestine could cost him a fine of £2,000 if he has failed to carry out the proper security checks.
Where have you come from? Belgium? Yeah? Belgium, yeah? It's not going to talk, is he?
Yeah, papers front side?
The axle grabber isn't saying much,
here?
but his paperwork tells some of his story.
Just one?
Papers from the French saying that it was removed. I think it said yesterday.
He was caught by the French only yesterday. UK border agency staff follow the procedure and hand him back to the French. In a few hours, he could be released to risk his life once again.
We hear stories quite regularly about people that have fallen off axles and been crashed under the wheels. It just shows the desperation of people, really, that they're that desperate to get to the UK that they will risk their lives for it.
Hiding in lorries isn't the only way to get into the UK illegally. In Lagos, Nigeria, the black market in fake documents is booming. And back at the British Deputy High Commission, Entry Clearance Officer Joe Doran has looked further into his applicant's case. He has noticed some alarming similarities with a previous fraudulent application.
This gentleman, who's also wearing the same shirt, same jacket and same tie, was refused only a few weeks ago. When he applied, he also submitted all the same documents our applicant now has submitted. The fact that they're wearing the same shirt, same tie and same jacket says to me that they are going to the same agent, and I believe that this is a package, a new package which has just started circulating. I'm just going to see what his relationship is between him and the previous application, because they're all claiming to be the same person's cousin. Thank you. Hello sir, take a seat there for me. Thank you for being so patient with us. Just want to confirm that you're employed as a lecturer at Babcock University.
Babcock University, yeah.
How many students go to Babcock University?
Over 50 students.
That's the whole population,
Yes,
50 students. Do you know a student by the name of Toheeb Yusuf?
I can't hear you very well.
You can't hear me very well?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking you, you're a lecturer at Babcock University where
Yes.
there are only 50 students. Do you know a student at that
100.
university by the name of Toheeb Yusuf?
Yeah, I think.
Yes? Is he a relative of yours? Are you
Pardon?
related to
Eh?
Mr. Yusuf?
What is it?
Are you related to Mr. Yusuf?
Yes, my cousin.
He's your cousin?
Yes, my cousin.
Do you know this person? You don't know this person?
No.
This person is your cousin. This is Toheeb Yusuf.
Eh?
This is Toheeb Yusuf, your
Yes.
cousin, who studies at your university where you are employed as a lecturer. He has produced exactly the same documents that you have. Exactly the same. Okay, you signed your application form, okay, and on that declaration, it tells you what the consequences are of making false representations, okay? So think about your answers. Is there anything you wish to say about your child's birth certificate, the wedding certificate? Is there anything you wish to tell me about these now?
For the certificate, marriage certificate.
Yeah. I've already showed you that these are readily available on the street. I don't believe that this is a genuine wedding certificate. Is there anything you wish to tell me, or are these documents still genuine?
It's genuine documents.
Genuine documents. Okay, thank you very much. You'd like to take a seat outside. You'll be given your decision in a few moments, okay?
Okay, sir.
Before making his final decision, Joe must refer the case to his entry clearance manager, Maurice Harper.
This gentleman, who in interview he said by the name was his cousin, when I showed him the picture, he didn't know who he was. All the sponsored documents are exactly the same.
It does look like a package, doesn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
The writing is the same on the application. It is obviously a whole package. The letters are identical, so that's fine. There's definitely a refusal.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Like almost 53,000 other cases a year, the man will be denied entry to Britain.
Thank you for being so patient with us. I know it's taken some time. I have made my decision, and my decision has been to refuse your application. In brief, it's because you have submitted forged documents to me. Do you have anything to say to me?
I don't know.
There you go, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think you took it quite well. It's surprising at how many people will not appeal that decision. They will then reapply, apologising profusely, saying that they got ill-advised by an agent. They completed the form wrong, it was completed by an agent, they didn't realise that they didn't sign that declaration at the back to say that it was completed by an agent. At the moment, it doesn't automatically get banned for 10 years. It's only when he reapplies will the ban start from today's date.
With so many fraudsters caught out every day, it's physically impossible for the police to arrest them all. So the man is free to go. Coming up, the man applying for a UK visa despite the fact he's been living in Britain for 2 years.
Do you do any work? Casual work?
And it's showtime as enforcement officers hit London's West End.
Is this your real name?
Game's up, yeah?
Beckett House, London. The enforcement team have a tip-off that a restaurant in the West End is hiring illegal immigrants.
The intention is to talk to all staff present at the address and identify any persons illegally present or without the legal right to work in the UK. Okay, everybody happy with what they're doing? Any questions?
The restaurant is a Scotch steakhouse popular with tourists on London's Charing Cross Road.
We're doing downstairs.
Okay, could you guys take it downstairs?
The team splits up. Officers Lippington and Mitchell head downstairs to the kitchen whilst Officer Purewell questions the waitress.
How long have you had your visa for? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 3 months. So how long have you been in this country?
2.5, maybe 3 months. No, not 3, not more.
3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. When does your student visa finish?
Soon.
When?
I don't know if it's soon, maybe 2 weeks.
What are you studying at the moment?
Oh, sorry?
What do you study?
Just college, just sometimes just...
Are you studying English?
Yeah, just only English.
Okay, we're just going to do some checks with the Home Office. We're going to make a phone call because we have records of all visas issued. If you just wait here, yeah. Actually, you know what? Come around here. Come around here.
The waitress is Ukrainian and says she's a student.
Do you work?
If she's telling the truth, the officers will find her records on the Home Office database. Down in the kitchen, Officers Lippington and Mitchell are speaking to a chef.
Okay.
He says he's from Mongolia.
Speak English? Tiny little bit. Okay, don't worry.
You have to come upstairs with us, mate. Yeah?
Turn everything off. Just turn it all off. Okay. You've just got this one. Have you got any ID on you?
Yeah.
Any ID?
Yeah.
Driver's license, passport?
It's not here.
It's not here. Where is it? It's at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's your name?
Sarangirin.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
E.L.
E.L. And what's your family name?
It's John Dutch.
J or G?
It's James J.
J.
How old are you?
26.
And you're from Mongolia, yeah? How long have you been in the UK for? 3.5 years.
Yeah, about 3.
About 3 years. And what leave have you got to be in the UK?
What?
What leave have you got? You've got a work permit, visa.
Visa.
You've got a visa, have you? What type of visa?
Student.
Sorry?
Student.
Student. Student visa. Just do a check. Okay.
When do you go to college then? When are you going to college next?
Now it's just working just part time.
When do you go to when have you been to college? Have you been to college recently?
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been to college?
Last 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. So are you going to college at the moment?
Not yet.
Why not?
No. Because now I need money.
So you're not studying at the moment?
Not now.
Have you come to this country to work, or have you come to this country to study?
I want to learn English.
Is that why you've come here?
Yeah.
Is that the main reason why you're in this country, to go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, first of all, she's told my colleague that she's a student. She didn't know what she was studying. She said she last went to college like 2 weeks ago. She's come up with the truth. I didn't believe her at all.
The most that foreign students are allowed to work during term time is 20 hours a week. Both interviewees say they're students, but the Mongolian chef has just admitted to working 40 hours.
Listen to me, no, you're here on a student visa, and you tell me you're working here 40 hours a week. When are you studying? So you tell me you're working 40 hours a week and you're studying as well. Do you work 40 hours a week every week?
No, just sometimes.
Just sometimes. How many hours a week are you allowed to work when you're studying?
Like maximum is 20.
20 hours, yeah? So how can you, if you're working 40 hours, you're working more hours than you're allowed to, aren't you? And you've been working, not studying. Yeah?
Okay, that's lovely. I'll go with a no trace then. Yeah. All right. Thank you for your help. Thanks. Bye. Bye. No, it's definitely a no trace.
He doesn't appear to be on their database, which could mean he's given them a false name.
We can't find a visa for you. No, we can't find a visa. Where did you get your visa from?
From Mongolia.
From Mongolia?
Yeah.
I'm not believing anything you're telling me at the moment. All right, because we can't find any trace in your systems. You're not able to show me a passport. I find it all quite difficult to believe, yeah?
There's another way to find his ID.
Where's the scanner?
I think he's going to have to go to the police station.
What scanner?
Yeah, let's scan him.
Officers Lippington and Mitchell are looking for a fingerprint match on their biometric database. In Calais, 20 million tons of freight pass through the port every year. Even with British and French border controls, it's impossible to search every lorry passing through the port. This driver says he has already been stopped by the French.
2, 4. Can we open? The driver's indicated he's had 4 taken out.
The UK team want to check for themselves to make sure none were missed.
There's something wrapped up in black bags. Until I get down there, I can't actually say whether it's a clandestine.
My colleague is going to look at that one. I'm going to look at this one. We don't know what it is at the moment. It could just be bags.
I'm going to go down. I'm not sure whether if this one is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Okay.
Well, that one is open anyway. Hello?
Hello.
you want to take it off? You okay?
Nationality? Vietnam?
From Vietnam?
Vietnam. He's actually wrapped himself.
Okay. Are you okay? You're okay? Okay. Just have to make sure, because they've been covered in plastic bags over their head, that they're all right.
The fact that they've wrapped themselves in plastic is something that we've seen quite a few times. It's very, very dangerous because they don't know how long they're going to be in the lorry for, but they do it because they think they can get around the CO2 control. They think that by breathing into a plastic bag, it's going to contain the carbon dioxide that they produce by breathing, so that it's not going to be in the vehicle, so when we probe it, we won't pick it up. Obviously, it doesn't really work and they're putting their lives at risk. You alright? Calais? You're still in Calais, yeah? That? Very silly. Doesn't work. We still found you.
See how much sweat he's got on him from sitting in that bag for too long.
Sit down over here. Just sit down.
That's the bag the man was hiding in. It's been taped in the middle, so it's almost human length.
With no documents and no answers, the team have no idea who these people are. They're handed over to the French, but could be back again within hours.
Oh, they will try again. No doubt about it. These guys are pretty desperate to get to the UK. And as you can see, they'll use any means. We'll probably see them again tomorrow. We might have even seen them yesterday.
Back in Lagos, hopeful visa applicants arrive at the British Deputy High Commissioner. Applicants are called for interview when their application forms alone are not enough to qualify for a visa. This morning, Officer Andy Megan is dealing with a difficult case. The applicant lived in Britain as an illegal immigrant for 2.5 years under a false identity. He's returned to Nigeria to apply for a legitimate UK visa.
He's decided, probably on the advice of a solicitor, to come back to Nigeria and make his application properly as the spouse of someone in the United Kingdom.
Although his wife is from Lagos, the couple met in Britain and they had their first child.
Have a seat, please.
All of this while he was still an illegal immigrant. Despite his dishonest past, he is now prepared to tell all. By coming clean, he hopes he will be allowed to live in Britain legally. The man has agreed to be filmed, but does not want his face shown.
So when did you first go to the UK?
Yeah, that was 2005, February.
Okay, so how long were you in the UK for before you two guys met up?
Yeah, I think about 2.5 years. So.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
So what did you do for money during this time, 2.5 years?
Yeah, just the guide. I mean, I've got a friend as well who accommodated me, and sometimes he do give me some money, accommodated me. I don't have.
Did you do any work? Casual work?
No.
Come on, you've told the truth and everything else here.
Yeah, no.
No, you didn't take any jobs?
No.
Okay.
No.
Have you ever applied for a place to study in the UK?
No.
No? You sure?
That was early 2004.
Early 2004, before all this?
Yeah.
I remember he told me he applied for.
I applied 2004. That
You're
was,
married now, she's allowed to hit you?
Yeah, that was, which school is that? University of East London.
Okay, an outmoded term, but when did you guys start dating?
That's, was it in April, I think April, May, I can't really...
What, in 2007?
Yeah.
Did you tell her at that time how you got to the UK?
To be honest, I didn't firstly told her.
I wouldn't have, never mind.
To be honest, I didn't tell her.
Okay.
But then, as time goes on, she wants to know.
Yeah.
But later...
Later on you told her. So when did you contact your solicitor?
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
Maybe January.
Yeah, he said he's going on holiday when he comes back.
Yeah.
So after then...
So we're talking early 2008?
Yeah.
What did they say?
So he said, no, go back to Nigeria.
Okay. Okay, I've got no other questions for you. If you want to meet outside, I'll look through the documents, and I'll let you know what my decision is.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Back in the London steakhouse, and the Ukrainian waitress can't be found on the Home Office database.
Do you want to go to a police station? No, you don't. Do you want to go to police stations? Are not very nice. It's really hot outside, and the cells are not very nice. So, are you going to tell me the truth?
Marriott Court. You're going to take to Marriott again. Just there.
You don't have a visa. So how did you come to the UK? Did you come in on an airplane? Did you come on a train?
Keys to your house.
Train.
The train, yeah? You came on the train. Okay. And when you came to this country, did you see an immigration officer?
Yep.
And explain to me what happened when you came. Did you show the immigration officer your passport?
Yep.
And what did you have a visa in your passport? No. And did the immigration officer ask you any questions?
No questions.
No questions. So they didn't ask you no questions and they let you through? That doesn't happen.
I just buy in Poland in like market.
Well, can we not get into your house? Can you not show us your passport?
No good letter.
You can't show us your passport.
Okay, so somebody brought you here illegally. Yeah? Thank you. That's all we wanted to know. Right.
She finally
Just to
admits
remind
she
you,
doesn't have a UK visa and has paid an agent €3,000 to get into Britain.
But the situation is that you've told me under caution that you've entered the UK illegally by using someone else's documents to come here. You're aware that you're illegally, therefore you're under arrest. We're going to take your personal belongings and we're going to go to our van. Do you understand that? Okay?
Now the officers need the woman's passport to begin the removal process. She has told them it's at her house. This will be their next destination.
We're going to go to the house. We're going to see if we can find their passport. If we can find their passport, we're going to send her home. Just take a seat. Watch your head as you get in. Nice and slow. Just take a seat.
Back inside the restaurant, officers Lippington and Mitchell have a positive match for the Mongolian chef.
Possible identification.
Let's see. Hang on, let's write it down. Is this you?
Is this you? Is this your real name?
Game's up, yeah? Is that you?
There's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about. With that nice lady,
Yeah.
she's going to search you, okay?
You're going to tell us the truth, yeah?
Yeah,
Asylum.
finished.
Date of birth, 18th of the 11th, 79.
Yeah.
You're good at it, aren't you? But not that good.
Ah.
CEO.
You've seen immigration before.
Yeah, he's a face.
We get there in the end, and you've just caused yourself so much more trouble by lying.
He gave them a false name. Now they can cross-check his real identity with the Home Office database, and there's a surprising result.
Is he not Faz?
No, he's been removed. He's come back again.
Coming up, a painful decision for the Ukrainian waitress, as she's forced to choose between her friends and being locked up in a detention centre.
Okay, which one is it? I don't know which house is it.
In central London, officers Lippington and Mitchell now know the identity and immigration status of the Mongolian chef. He's a failed asylum seeker who's previously been removed from Britain.
I'm coming from Becca House Arrest Team. I was wondering if I could do a check on a name that's...
This gentleman gave us a false story under caution. We've got his true identity and we know that he's a Mongolian who was previously removed. So what we're trying to do now is find out how he's re-entered the country. We're checking we know what his real name is. We're checking the systems now to find out if we've got any record of him re-entering the country.
In August last year, we sent you home, didn't we? Yes? Right. So how did you get back in?
Well, someone just told me some used some passport again.
You used someone else's passport again, yeah? Was it a Mongolian passport that you used when you came back in? Was it a friend's passport or was it your passport?
No, just someone. It's not mine.
It wasn't a friend or anything. Did you pay money to someone? How much money? You paid £1,000.
This gentleman is under arrest for illegal entry. Yeah. Okay? You're under arrest for illegal entry. I remind you, you're under caution, yeah?
Interesting.
I'm putting these on.
The man was sent back to Mongolia after spending 2 days in detention.
It's not the first time he's been here. Watch your head, be careful.
In Lagos, Nigeria, Officer Megan has made a decision about the man who lived illegally in Britain but now wants a genuine British visa.
Ah, you're there. I thought you said you weren't there. Right. You'll be pleased to know that your solicitor was correct. I'm going to issue you your visa. Okay? So you can go back to the UK.
Thank you.
You shouldn't have done it that way in the first place.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. God bless you.
So we wanted a good solicitor first of all. Okay?
Thanks so
Thank you very
much.
much.
God bless you, sir.
It's an adventure you've had. 2005.
Thank you.
You could say they're a bit happy. Madame was quite ecstatic, so she's quite happy. And he's relieved. That's it. Sometimes we do bring a bit of sunshine into people's lives. Not very often.
Yeah. Arena, you're going to give me your address now.
In London, the
We're not
enforcement
trusting your
team need to
boyfriend.
find the Ukrainian waitress's passport
You have
so
to
they
believe
can
me.
deport her. But she refuses to tell them where she lives.
Because her boyfriend's illegal as well. She doesn't want us to go around and have the boyfriend. And she said there's 8 other Ukrainian people living there. So I don't think she wants to be responsible for other people's fate.
The woman hasn't given them an address, but the team have managed to find one by using her mobile phone.
We're going to an address in Lewisham. We're going to try and find this Ukrainian lady's passport so we can send her home. What's your head? Yeah, it's all right, it's all right. Just go on the pavement first because there's a road. Number 27, yeah?
I'm sorry?
Number 27, this is your house?
No.
No, you don't live here then?
No.
We're going to try the house anyway. I've been given this address as your house. Okay, all right. We'll try it. We'll try it. If not, we'll go back in the van, all right? Okay, yeah? All right.
I think they lived in this club, but nobody there now. It's empty now, is it? It's empty.
The address is out of date. The current resident tells the officers a group of Ukrainians moved out months ago.
Watch your head and sit down in the front as you sat before, please. Sit down, please. All right, all right.
We can't release you without an address. You're illegally in the UK, so we have to know where you're living. We don't like detaining people, and we don't detain them unless we have to.
The woman lives with her boyfriend and 8 other Ukrainians.
But we do need an address.
She doesn't want to get
we need
them
an address
into
to release you
trouble
too.
with immigration.
Are you ready to give me? No, we're not going to take everybody. No, we just need your address to verify where you live. I'll talk to your boyfriend. I'll call him.
You need to think about yourself.
Too many problems.
You need to think about yourself, don't you?
Will you take us there? Will you take us there? Will you take us to your house? Please.
I can show you.
Could you show us? Yeah. She's given us a road which is just around the corner from here, and she's 50-50 about telling us where she lives. So we're going to take her there. And I told her our options, and it's down to her now to tell us where she lives. Otherwise, she's just going to be detained. You got them keys?
I'm right down here, yeah?
Helen, you got them keys, innit? Okay, which one is it? Arena, which house is it? You're not going to tell us?
I can't, sorry.
You have to tell us. You have to tell us.
She can't bring herself to give up her friends. It leaves the team with no option. Without her passport, she will have to serve time in a detention centre waiting for her emergency removal papers.
If it means she's in detention for weeks, maybe a month, that's going to happen. We've given all the options. We've helped her as much as we can, but we have to draw a line somewhere. She's going to be detained, and we're going to send her home.
While the Ukrainian waitress was in Colnbrook Detention Centre, her passport was handed in by a friend. She claimed asylum, which was refused, and after spending over 2 months in detention, was removed back to the Ukraine.